there is an active glitch that can duplicate seeds inside of Grow a Garden. So this glitch, I don't believe is patched because I've been abusing this nonstop, and I'm going to be showing you how to use it in this video. But as you can see, I have multiple elephant ear plants. Now, this all originated only from a single plant. I can even pull this up in Discord where I rolled this and I was super excited and I was showing my friend. So I sent him the plant and all that, and I was like freaking out. As you see, I was like freaking out because I was like, oh, I got the elephant ear, right? And then I only had one of those seeds. Now, I only had one, but now I have 15, and I'm going to show you in today's video how I was able to duplicate this seed and get 15 seeds out of one single one. And this is applicable to literally any plant side of Grow a Garden. You can use this to duplicate elephant ears. You can do candy blossoms, sugar apples, literally anything will be duped inside of this. And obviously there are some things you do need to note in a bit pre-fire, but for the most part, you can duplicate any seed, and you need to take advantage of this right now. So starting off for the setup, you're going to firstly need a ton of plants. And the best way you can do this is like, if you don't already have a ton, I have a stupid amount of tomatoes and carrots and stuff. You need to have almost the max amount of plants plantable on your garden, which is going to be 800. So if you can, I would recommend trying to get around 790. So what you can do is plant until it says, you know, you reach the max, you can only do 800, and then delete like 10 or 20. And then you can start to do the setup. But I have about 700 tomato plants right here. And then along with everything else, nearing about 780 or so, I believe. And then this is going to get the nice lag going. Now, the reason why we want this lag is I'll show you in a second. But once again, first you want to dedicate. And the reason why you also want to put them all in the same spot is so that it's harder for it to load, because it'll get to loading in this one section. And there's so many things. So what you can do is use things like auto clickers, just so you can, run the auto clicker, place down all the tomato plants or any other plant you're using in bulk, and this will allow you to plant these down closer because it'll take advantage of the smaller hitbox before the plant actually grows, just so you can get really good value out of the space. You don't take up too much. But once again, I would recommend tomatoes just because they have a small hitbox whenever you're planting them down, because as you see, it's just this tiny little stem right here. So try to use tomatoes if you can, and you're going to fill up a huge plot, and this is going to be super overpowered. Now, the next thing we're going to do is the initial setup. So what you're also going to need is at least 2 reclaimers if you're doing 1 seed. So if you duplicate 1 seed, then you're going to have 2 seeds, but then you're going to need to have 2 reclaimers for this. So to actually get these reclaimers, there's 2 active ways you can get these. Firstly, starting off with the summer harvest. So in the summer harvest, you can get the reclaimer right here. This is going to be around the legendary to mythic rarity, so around 10,000 points, and you can get the reclaimer from that. But the other way is through basic crafting. So this is going to be 1 common egg, 1 harvest tool, and also 500,000 shekels. And you can get 3 reclaimers from this. And it also is only 25 minutes. It used to be like 45 minutes and you only got 1. And they just keep making it better and easier. But you're going to do that. Now, there are easier ways you can craft this and stuff, and you can obviously use Robux to like skip the crafting time. But once again, that is necessary, and you need at least 2 reclaimers for 1 seed. So every 1 seed you duplicate, you're going to need 2 reclaimers. So I've used about 30 reclaimers on all of these. I mean, in total, I've probably used around 50 or more because I've duplicated them and then duplicated them again and then again and then again and then so on. So you do need to make sure you have at least 2 reclaimers for each seed you're duplicating. So for the setup, what you're going to look at is you want to find the plant you want to reclaim or dupe. So if you want to duplicate for the video, I'll be using a honeysuckle seed. Since this is no longer obtainable, I'll be using this. Now, the reason why this is very overpowered for, say, like the honeysuckle or anything else is you can use this to get great volume on these plants. So as you see, I have a ton of elephant ears, all stemming from this duplication glitch, and you can use this on practically anything. Okay, also do note we are giving away a bunch of these summer seed packs and Oasis eggs. So if you want to enter into the giveaway, make sure you like this video and comment your username and say summer seed pack or something like that. But make sure you like the video and comment your username to enter into the giveaway. So once you do want to set up this glitch, what you're going to do is make sure you do have nearing the max amount of plants plantable. This way you can create as much lag when you load into the game, because that's when the glitch is actually going to be doable. So once again, have all these. And then I would recommend having the plant you're duplicating in your hotbar just so you can plant it down faster, and a ton of watering cans. Now, the reason why watering cans are very necessary is you want to, obviously, if you want to rinse and repeat this, you're going to need a ton of these to water the plant, grow it fast, and all that. So I'll grab some of these. These are just always in stock over in here. Now, you can also note the plants that are easier to grow. So things like dragon peppers, or I know sugar apples are really easy. So I might actually do a sugar apple because I believe I have one of these seeds. Since these are growable, like they grow very fast when you water them, these are going to be super overpowered for the duping, especially if you want to grind these. You can get a ton of prismatics for the summer harvest and things like that. But what we're going to do is pretty much, once you have everything in place, you're going to simply exit the game. And then what you're going to do is go back to the game. So obviously, I'm going to be doing this in a private server because I don't want to have any of my plants stolen. But so when you load back into the private server, you're going to try to skip the screen as fast as possible. So you want to try to skip past the loading screen because you don't want to have everything loaded in. I'm going to pull out my sugar apple seed, and then I'm going to quickly plant it down. And then I'm going to grab my watering cans, and you're going to put 5 watering cans on the plant. Remember, it has to be specifically 5. Now, once you have done all 5, what you need to do is then this does help. I don't know if it's necessary, but you can put down some sprinklers. So I'm going to put down a godly sprinkler, a advanced sprinkler, and a basic sprinkler. A master sprinkler isn't necessary, but I believe these are the only needed ones for it. And you're pretty much just going to wait for this to grow. And after about a few minutes, I think around 3 minutes, then you can start using more watering cans to get it to grow further. But you do want to make sure you do this setup specifically, or else you could mess up the whole process. So also, I'm just going to quickly sell my inventory real fast just while I wait for this. So the next thing is once it is starting to grow, as you see, it's at 2%. This is when the glitch will start to happen. Is as you see, all my plants have finally loaded in. This is when the lag, for some reason, will duplicate the plant that you have put down. So I should have more watering cans. I don't think I have enough, so I can probably join in on my alt account and water it further. But now we should potentially have multiple growing. Now, unless this is patched, it should still work. But I'm going to join in on my phone real fast just so I can use more watering cans since I'm out of them because I was doing this glitch so much. I'm going to switch accounts, and do note, make sure that you have, once again, as many watering cans as you need, because I would recommend at least 1,000 if you're grinding high value plants, because the bigger the plant like itself, the harder and the more watering cans you need to duplicate, because for whatever reason, it is going to suck because you have to use so many watering cans, and these aren't just easily obtainable. But as you see, they're starting to finally grow in. Now I'm over here on my alt account. I'm going to further water the plant to hopefully make it grow a bit faster, just so I can use a trowel to move it. Now, pretty much what's going to happen is, if done correctly, there's a really good chance I did it wrong. You're going to come over here, search trowel, and then move the plant. Now, when you move the plant, there should be a second one where you left it. Now, I did do it wrong because I didn't load in fast enough and place it down, but there is going to be another plant in its spot. Now, this is super overpowered, and you need to make sure you take advantage of this as fast as possible because you can duplicate any plant infinitely with this glitch.